So we're ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Alright, 1. Imagine yourself watching the news. You see yet another case of an abusive cop beating up a teenager for what seems to be no apparent reason. You might come to think that they are very much abusing their authority, that the officer is being unfair and even racist. And finally, you may come to wonder, why is the system so corrupt? Contrary to popular belief, I believe that police system is actually doing its job. It is important to understand the difference between the minority of abusive cops and the surplus of officials who are actually trying to do this world a better place. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I will be talking about our law enforcement. Mostly about why we should be grateful to have them in our lives, and the good things they bring to our society. Some important topics that will be discussed include the reason why we believe what we do, how we can change, and how that change will affect us in the end. A major reason as to why people feel so opinionated towards cops is due to what they see and hear from major news outlets. For example, on October 2019, ABC Action News released a 2017 video of a Fresno police officer shooting a 16-year-old boy in the back of his head as the teen ran away from the police. This caused an outrage among the viewers, saying that the police had no right to kill the teen and calling it execution and police brutality. The police officer justified his act, saying that it created a sense of fear when the teen reached for his waistband. Unclear to the public, this teenager was wanted by the police due to having connections with the shooting that occurred the day before, which resulted in a fatal car crash. This teenager had been fully armed the day before he was shot. The police force are very aware of the powerful impact the media has on their lives. A survey was conducted by the Pew Research Center to see how police felt about the media. About 8 in 10 officers who work in departments of 100 or more sworn officers say the media generally treat the officers unfairly, according to the survey. Just about 18% of the officers disagree. About 4 in 10 officers strongly disagree that the media are unfair to the police. Ladies and gentlemen, we must change the way we treat our law enforcement. We need to treat them with respect and kindness, just as we would with anyone else.
A crowd in Harlem throws buckets and pours water on officers in the middle of making an arrest. In a separate incident, another video shows it happening again. Bystanders laugh and record videos, but no one helps.
It is completely unacceptable to treat our authorities this way. Many families of those in the force become dreaded with fear that someday their family might be victim of a hate crime.
When a sniper opened fire in Dallas last July, Heidi Smith's husband Michael was one of 5 officers killed.
Just because he wore the uniform, he still came home to us every night.
Now Smith is afraid more police will be targeted.
I was in downtown Dallas going to an event with my children. I was scared the whole time at night to be in a patrol car.
What were you worried about?
Someone walking up and shooting us.
A hate crime.
Yes.
Instead of believing everything that the media tells us and letting rage get the best of us, we should instead do our own research on our local and federal laws that the police enforce. We should also try to understand the full story of the case before making any judgment that the media wants us to make. We should hold those who commit hate crimes against the police accountable in more stricter ways with more severe punishments, such as longer sentences in prison. When people respect the authorities, crime rates will be sure to go down. There will be more obedience to laws, therefore showing a decrease in crime rates. By ensuring the respect of the population towards the police will have a better performance when carrying out their work against crime, since the citizenship itself will not represent any obstacle to compliance with the law. By promoting respect to the police, their dignity as a person and as a public servant will be brought back. The police, like any other citizen, have the right to be respected and to work in a safe environment. We have to remember that the police are also citizens and that they have families waiting for them at home. It is important to promote a safe working environment for police officers, free from threats against their physical integrity. I hope that you may have been able to gain some insight to the amount of stress officers face every day, and the amount of change we could bring to ourselves to benefit society. As stated earlier, the solution to this problem is to be more open-minded about the decisions police officers have to make. We must not believe every single thing the news media throws at us, since most of it is given from a biased point of view. Police officers have feelings too. They're people as well, and they have hopes and dreams. We should not treat them with any amount of disrespect, as they are our protectors and keepers of our society. So next time you encounter a member of our law enforcement, do keep in mind the amount of work they put into keeping our community safe. Give them a smile and let them know how lucky we are to have them in our lives.